Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time is it for you that you are watching this stream. We are back with the next round of the DTM OC. Here at Austria, after a pretty close and pretty tight qualification, we are here today for the race, as obviously the race every time happens at Saturday. And I don't think I should talk about many things before the race starts. I have plenty of topics to talk about once this whole insanity started. Take insanity in a positive way as for the series, because usually here in DTM we can see really exciting races. And since it's 8 p.m. and since let's not waste any more time, let's go and check the starting grid. And as I mentioned before, in a pretty tight qualification, Rivki Fakhrizadeh took pole position by maybe 2,000ths of a second in front of Victory Bobe and only 1,000th of a second in front of Mateusz Tervik. So Fakhrizadeh, Tervik, Ibobo, and Jorge Caranti is taking the first two lines of the grid. Then comes Annie Paraki and Vedran Vedrina. I think that third row is still a pretty good result as for the quali. There comes William Duncan and Thomas Bennett, the 7th and 8th. Then Adam Wolf and Lorenzo Tomaselli are the ones who are closing the top 10. Then the first guy out of the top 10, Bruno De Barros, the guy who came to replace Motian. There comes Jack Boyman, who usually like to qualify himself at the back of the grid, but nowadays sometimes he's taking some extravagant positions. There comes George Roque. It's a bit of disappointing qualification from him. There comes Viggo Horst at 14. Luca Farina and Felix Zontag are following him basically at 15 and 16. There comes Julius Anderson. Julius Anderson, whose brother just basically went to GP2 at the half of the season. And talking about Thomas Anderson for a little, he's still leading the championship, even though he left. And it's going to be the first race in his absence. He's still leading this whole championship. This is where we can see his dominance in this series. But there goes Sam Thompson, who got back here at DTM, and here comes at 18. Unfortunately, I forgot who he's replacing. Anyways, Zachary Fitzwater and Chuck McCarthy 19th and 20th, and there comes the last row of the grid. David Kupok and Daniel Adventure at the complete back of the grid. This was a little long, I apologize for that. And here we can see the weather is just the usual, so it's always dry, it's never really raining. Sometimes it's raining though, but it's the most common, mainly here in DTM. It's funny to say that because the top tier race back at Wednesday, don't forget the highlights of the Formula One race from Silverstone was aired like 20 minutes ago? Maybe 30 minutes ago it got ended, so yes. It was a wet race and it was a pretty exciting race with many retirements, many overtakes, lots of drama, so classic Silverstone and classic wet weather Formula One race, as we usually can see. Before the race starts, let me mention I will talk about the sign-offs again because the deadline of the sign-offs were at yesterday. Guys, so Fakhrizadeh comes at first, then Turvik behind him, and there come the other drivers. So all lights are out. And the last route, and away we go. Let's see who gets the best start. Fakhrizadeh got a pretty okay start as Turvik, but Turvik is getting a pretty poor start. Even Ibobo is overtaking him, and there is another BMW trying to get the inside. But Ibobo is also taking the lead from Randy outside. It's a beautiful move. There comes Caranti. Caranti was also the guy who started pretty well, and there are the other guys. And as we got used to it throughout the season, there is no crash at the first stop at this first corner. In DTM, we could see them go that pretty well. Here comes the field. This is another pretty dangerous zone for the track. This is another overtaking zone. So the start finish rate and that first long finish rate gonna be pretty good overtaking zone for the race. And already Turvik is trying to get the lead from Fakhrizadeh. Duncan is doing a dive bomb, and Duncan successfully overtaking Vedran Vedrina. Didn't have the best start, even though he didn't lose many positions. And there comes the back of the field. Well, as I've said, I say most of the time as I've said because I usually like to use these words and phrases. I don't know why. So as I said before, Turvik is on Ibobo still, And there were no crashes at the first lap. Ibo was on the tail. I mean, Tervik is on the tail of Ibobo. It doesn't let him just get away easily. Even though Ibobo is doing the fastest lap of the race, well, obviously this is only a first lap, and he already have to drive those defending lines while Bennett is next to Vedrina. Vedrina is not finding the pace so far. Many other drivers, for example, the Barros, thinks that the inside line is the best, and Tervik is in the inside, out of the slipstream, not yet. He doesn't have the chance yet to take the lead of the race, but so far, if we are looking at his pace, he must have a pretty good chance for that. Barros is locking up and losing a pace against Holst. A place I meant, not a pace. A pace is a bit different. And yes, there are lots of battles, mainly because of the strong slipstream and because of these half-length straights. Roke is pretty behind. It's being a little bit surprising that we can see Roke is that behind, but currently is attacking Fakrizin. This is a pretty dangerous corner. Hopefully nothing bad will happen, but one thing is happening for sure currently is taking the podium place, taking the third place, and if he has a good pace, then he can move and he can run after Ibobo and after I don't even know, Tervik. Duncan is in the inside. Duncan and Fakrizin. Yes, I thought Fakrizin is the second, but I was a bit wrong about that. Fakrizin is only fourth. And Barros is overtaking Tomaselli back after Barros locked up. He lost already a position. There is a three-way battle between Bennett, between Vedrina, and between Fakrizin. Bennett nearly improving 2 positions. Lorenzo Tomaselli was the one who could overtake really good ones back at the 2015 season last year. I am not sure if he's having that ability as well, because after a while his ability for that just disappeared. Poor Rogue tried to get up in the field so far with not that luck. Oh! Zontag. Little push from the back to Adventure. Neither of them spun out, fortunately. And they can continue. Ibobo seemed to find some pace away, basically, from his rival. There goes Fakrazin, Duncan, Bennett, Vedrina. Vedrina lost a position compared to his starting place. Nice save from Adventure. McCarthy, not yet, but McCarthy is holding in the inside. No, not yet. This was a pretty good move from McCarthy, because usually the drivers can't hold it in the inside for that long, while the 2012 top tier champion Bingo Host is improving as well. Most of the people are improving in these places, not only because of the split stream, but because if you have a little bit of pace advantage compared to the drivers in front, then most likely there will be an overtake. Like behind, Tupok and Thompson. Thompson is only last. Thompson don't have the pace at all. That's not the kind of race he wanted to go and have for the first time. Oh, Tomaselli is spinning around! If I saw correctly, then it was maybe Julius Anderson who hit him? I'm not sure. But Tomaselli spun around and he's last. I think no, that's Farina. That's the other blue and green car. And no! Tomaselli just threw it on its own. He didn't get helped about it. I thought one of those green and blue cars just hit him, but no, that was completely his own fault. So, as I was talking about, maybe Tomaselli might show us some overtakes, or maybe he doesn't have that kind of skill anymore. He just threw the car away. Vedrina with another brave overtake. This corner is pretty good for overtakes, but it's really dangerous as well. If we are lucky, I mean, not kind of lucky, I wouldn't say Duncan improving a position. If we are, let's say lucky, but not really, because we are not cheering for any drivers to throw the car away there. But if we are lucky, Adventure is a sharp angle attack again, and usually these sharp angle attacks causing collisions. Not yet, fortunately. Zontag went outside of the track for a while. So if we are so-called lucky, we can see some drivers crashing the car on these last 2 corners. Obviously, it's not being lucky because we are not rooting and not cheering for people to throw the car away there. I just said it might happen. And also it might happen that Zontag lost some momentum. And not only him, Zontag is getting pushed a little. And not only him, but Cupok wanted to attack as well. And since Tomaselli threw away the car, Thompson improved the position. And Thompson wants another one, but Cupok so aggressively closing the line in front of him, not letting him any places at all in the inside. Obviously, like if you let anyone in the inside, they might commit an overtake. And so far, Austria is not disappointing us. There is a position improved by Bennett. So basically, Austria is not disappointing us because we usually can see really, really good races here. Without a doubt, the last year race was good as well, and today's race seems to be good as well. Thomas Ellie, it's not Thomas Ellie, it's Adam Wolf. I don't know why I said Thomas Ellie, even though it was Wolf. Clearly, even the car color was white. Roke, 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 Roke. No, no, but Wolf is doing it. What Roke couldn't do, Wolf could do. I mean, Rogue didn't have any space in the inside, so first in the inside, then the outside. So this is why we are not surprised. But this battle is continuing. Oh, wait a second. Wolf have to defend. Even though Wolf overtook Bennett, Bennett won't really give himself easily. Or it's not even Bennett, it's the Barros. Yes, I don't know. Oh, Wolf! Wolf messed up the corner! And this was Bennett, exactly. This was Thomas Bennett. I knew it well. Yes, he is slipping the car here, just skidding to the outside line, and Bennett is overtaking at some spot where there were no overtakes ever with DTM cars. So Wolf have to find his pace again and just go after Bennett. Maybe this little split stream he has might help him. These cars can go really fast, but he's not in the split stream zone. And because of that, the Barros... No! But George Roke! George Roke with a beautiful overtake from around the outside. Because the Barros have to brake, because Wolf didn't let him in, and George Roke made a beautiful overtake from around the outside. I think that's the maneuver of the race. Here we can see that he can commit some amazing overtakes, and there is Julius Anderson, the guy I mostly just confused with Luca Farina because their car is so similar, but I will try not to confuse them anymore. And likewise in Formula 1, I mean in the real Formula 1, oh, what happened with Turvik? Turvik also made a mistake in that corner, and Turvik is pretty behind Ibobo, and Currently gonna try to attack him, and if everything is going right, Currently might take second place here. Not yet, no, not yet. So, Currently just lost the momentum again. But also Turvik was the first who messed up those corners, likewise Adam Wolf did before, so it can happen. And we have a yellow flag, and as I can see in the last corner, and this is Julius Anderson, the guy I was talking about recently. And this is what I was talking about. This corner might be pretty dangerous as for that. Where are we going? Oh! Zone tag as well! Zone tag as well! I told you this corner will be pretty interesting as for the race. Many mistakes will be made in there, and as we can see, Zontag made a mistake, went completely outside. Then as he's coming back, he's spinning the car back in the grass. How he can be so unlucky? Like he came pretty aggressively, that as the tires could grip on the asphalt, then he just went outside of the grass, then he lost several positions. And not only him, but Julius Anderson, and I think Julius Anderson did the same. Yes, he didn't get help by anyone. Anderson just went wide and nearly catching Adventure and nearly catching McCarthy. Adventure needed his skill and needed his reflex, and most of the guys are coming here. He just had to brake. Anderson is spinning the car around, nearly into the wall. And he's coming back. Also, it's a fun fact, there is no Mercedes win in the season yet. Only BMWs and only Audis won. And most interestingly, we have that qualification record so far in the series and in the season, mainly in the season because we didn't reach the record yet. So 8 races, 8 different Porsitters we have. And yes, basically, sometimes my commentator curse is working. Just think about one of the Classico series, maybe back at Mexico. Whenever I ask something from Franco, because I was commentating with Franco, with Lopez, and whenever I ask something, a guy crashed. Vedrina, nearly Vedrina crashed as well. So something crashed, somebody spin, somebody's car went wrong. So yes, I think the record is 11. So 11 different races and 11 different pole sitters. Boyman, nope. Vido nearly crashed by the way, so it was pretty close. Cupok overtook. Most of the guys are overtaking here. For example, Andy Paraki, who is not gonna overtake, but at least gonna give a chance and give a try. Okay, Roke with the maneuver of the series. 11th. I think it's a maneuver of the year by George Roke, what he did. I'm not sure, but I think it was the best of the season. Paraki might try again in this pretty dangerous corner. He's having the momentum, he's having the line, but he doesn't have the space. And the Barros might try to copy him. And yes, he exactly copying him because he's not improving any positions. Now Paraki is in the inside once again. He should have it. He should have it. He is having it. And not only Paraki, but Horse is trying also. Barros. Again. Okay, and this time it happened. So the start finish straight with the split stream is more OP than the last corner or the... there is one corner before the last corner. It's the 8th. Maybe the 8th corner because there are only 9 corners on this circuit. And exactly, the next race is gonna be Nürburgring, which is famous from last season. Oh, Horse! Beautiful! Forcing himself through in the inside line. Pretty close to the grass. Look! Look how close he is to the grass! And even Boyman is looking up. That was a beautiful overtake from Viggo Host. Not to mention that Nürburgring is pretty famous about the last year's race. And yes, Boyman is making a mistake. So yes, what I wanted to say is last year Adam Wolf won at Nürburgring with a brilliant strategy. Farina, the other car. Oops, easy peasy. He done it. He's just showing us how to overtake guys in the last corner or before the last corner. You know, there are some drivers who are showing us. Oh my god, that adventure. Adventure in the inside again. Adventure, sharp angle attack. Adventure, have to brake later, and he does it. He could brake way later than Wolf. McCarthy. Up, nope. But Wolf, okay. Oh, Wolf is locking up once again. What is he doing? He's locking up all the time. I mean, this is the second time in this lap, which is quite much. I don't know what can be the problem. Maybe his brakes are getting overheated. Or he's just stressing over the race. I don't know. I have no idea. But 2 lookups and 2 position losses. Wants to adventure, then welcome McCarthy. Oh! Wolf! What can going on for him? I think Wolf has a brake failure or something like that. I think something is wrong with his brakes. I mean, Austria is not the kind of track where you can have brake failure easily because it's not the kind of track where you can have a brake failure easily, mainly because of the long straights. Because of the long straights, you can have much cool. How do you say that? You can cool the brakes. Yeah, you can cool the brakes easily. Let's not forget about we have pretty hard braking zones. So these braking zones might put stress on those brakes. I'm not sure. Well, looking at the fact that Wolf had the nice races so far, this race is really forgettable for him. Even though we have 54 laps and we are only the 13th, he's still struggling so much. He's holding up Fitzwater a lot. Another overtaking the inside, or at least a try. But Fitzwater is showing us that it's possible. McCarthy once again. Yeah, McCarthy gonna show us how to overtake. If it's not the last corner, then here we go with the first. Also, since the race is calming down a little bit, let's talk about the signups again. So 2017 signup just got closed yesterday, which means no one can really modify their choices, team choices. And no one can add more. Another mistake. Whoa! Who was that? That was Boyman? Yeah, that was Boyman. Boyman made a little mistake. The same what Wolf did. So it's really easy to get your car understeered in this corner once you are going in too fast. Or you're just turning the steering wheel more than it should be. So the signups are closed now. Everyone had, I think, 4 days or 5 days to assign themselves as a team. And nowadays, signups are not the easiest parts of this. Oh, McCarthy! And because of McCarthy's mistake, adventure is coming. Another mistake. Lots of mistakes are happening by the drivers. Yeah, McCarthy just logged up a little and went to the runoff area, but fortunately he didn't spin. His rejoin was quite dangerous though. Can be happy, and Adventure can be happy as well that he wasn't closer. Because if he is, then he might have get hit. Which fortunately didn't happen. But poor McCarthy have to overtake Adventure once again. Even though he did that at the end of the start finish straight. He just made a mistake at a similar position. So, as for the signups, they are not that simple as they used to be. There are lots of criterias, lots of possible chances for most of the drivers since we have 4 tiers. So Formula E, DTM, GP2 and Formula 1. Those Formula 1 signups can be really difficult. Mainly because of the past of the drivers, your OC career is important, your results are really important. Most likely this season's results was to an easy overtake. So while at 2007 and 2008 you could just join easily into the championship, let's not forget about there are some racers who just only raced one season here in the GP4 OC and they retired then. For example, Nicolas Mazia, who used to be my teammate, was like that. So he just came to the season once and then never again. But Daniel Magyarosi is like that as well. Bruno Junqueira is like that as well. I'm not sure about Sin Cara. I think Sin Cara wasn't. No, Sin Cara wasn't. Sin Cara was at 2006 as well. I don't know. Can you guys just tell me some names who were only one season here in the GP4 OC? So ever since 2007 and 2008, the sign-up system were too difficult. Oh, Karanti, I didn't even recognize that was Karanti and Turvik. Karanti is taking second place away from Turvik. Didn't have the pace, and with a switchback move, or it's moving under braking a very little, but it wasn't against the rules at all. Jorge Karanti, the Argentine guy, just taking the second place away. That was beautiful. Oh yes, Dmitry Surkov. He was the one with the um. What kind of car he was with? I nearly said Minardi, but it wasn't the Minardi. It was I don't know. I don't remember. No, I don't remember which car it was. Super Aguri, yes. Thank you. Yes, I'm in 28. The Super Aguri as a car just lived 1 year, I think. Vedrina? Oh! With a really short braking point. Vedrina just overtook Fakruzane with ease. I think Super Aguri in real life Formula 1 just raced in 2008. Not sure. But yes, it was only one season. Weirdly. Oh, Kupok is overtaking someone. That's Wolf. Beautiful. Wait, Super Aguri existed at 2007 and 2006 as well. Really? Oh. Yes, I know Yuji and Takuma Sato were there, but I didn't know they lasted so long. I mean, HRT lasted only 2 years as well, from 2010 to 2012. Whoa, Karanti. He just came away pretty much from Mateusz Dervik. Yeah, there is Wolf. He didn't miss the corner this time. And we have the first Peter, Viggo Holst. If Holst is lucky, he won't come back at traffic. The pit speed limit is 81 kilometers per hour as usually. Yes, George Rock is attacking someone, but I was curious about Holst, and Holst is getting held up by Farina. Okay, I think Holst is lucky. Well, not yet. He have to come out in front of a car. Will that happen? Will that happen? Tomaselli comes. Tomaselli inside. No, it's an outside move. No, Thomas Ellie can't overtake him. Viggo Host comes back easily. He came back easily to 20th place, and with the fresh tires and with his fuel, he can come and he can destroy everyone. By an overtake by Rogue. Shame on me. Big shame on me. I don't know how. I didn't watch how many liters Viggo Host has. Bennett! Oh, Bennett and Rogue, sorry. Bennett and Rogue are collided. Bennett is coming back and destroying his car. Good job. Adventure. And I don't know who that was. I mean, that was Bennett's own fault, so... Yeah. He went into the back of Rogue. Exactly, he couldn't stop. Rogue spun around, and Barros nearly creeping the back of him. It was so close. It was so close. From that camera angle, it will be interesting. Ah, yes. Yes. And boom, into the car, into the wall. Adventure and McCarthy are in the pits. It will be interesting how many liters they get. McCarthy, another stop. It's a 2-stop. Adventure. Oh. Oh my god. No. No. Flo, what did you do? Flo. You. I can't believe it. Adventure stuck in the pit lane. And this will be an off topic of the race, but if you start to replay, by the other, where someone is in the pits, and Yes, if you start a replay while someone is in the pits, and at the same time you trigger the replay while their car is stopping or the car is getting ready, but mostly when the car is stopping, then they get stuck. This is a bug in GP4, so yes, we should pay attention to that. Fortunately, as I can see, our host has a quick save file. That means adventure can come unstuck. But the real question is, since this is an autosave, if it works, then Bennett can go. Then Bennett can go forward. Where are we? Okay, we are here. Okay, so there is Rogue, there is Bennett. Okay, so time rewind. And Rogue is overtaking Bennett. Again. But let's see how they will go this time. Bennett comes, and Bennett is too far, I think now. Or no? The same. It happens the same. The same happens. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. So, this time, let's not try to trigger the replay. Let adventure pit. I would love if I would have an ability like that in real life to just spin the time back. Now we can watch. McCarthy jumped adventure, and now we can... Yeah. I thought, though, it's not scripted that much. I mean, Bennett's crash. I think it will happen differently this time, but no. So yeah, fortunately, the crash happened in the same way. Mateusz Turvik in the pits now. Turvik didn't really have the pace. Now with the new tires, we might be able to see him. If the team is doing a good strategy, they will put him in the two-stop. It's a two-stop. Okay, good. That means Turvik might still have the chance to win the race. Only say might. Also, Ibobo have another great chance. If Ibobo wins, we have 8 different winners. If I'm correct. Yes, I'm correct. You can have 8 different winners in 8 races. Broke is coming back and he's on a two-stop as well. I think this race is the best with a two-stop. Okay, yes, Metro starts to hurt a little bit, but it's okay. William Duncan, Aka Duncanado, I love to call him like that, sorry for that. You guys called me similarly before, so let me teach someone else too, okay? Okay, if someone wouldn't know, I called him like that because that is his previous nickname from Formula 1 because he's the next Formula 1 driver and caused some kind of crashes. I remember maybe at 2013 or 2012, oops, someone around. Adam, oh, what kind of, in the last corner? Such an unusual place though. It's an unusual place to get spun around. But yeah, Wolf, basically you have to wait everyone till they come. And he's spinning his car. Oh, where you stop? Oh, okay, Ibobo, Ibobo is going pretty well around him. And now, Wolf. Yes, he's getting lapped. Not surprised. And Wolf is coming back from the track. Exactly. So how did he get there? Okay, so he goes wide. This is so rare. that we can see a car spin around here in the last corner. I'm not sure I ever seen any cars spun in the last corner, like not even in the top tier, not even ever since 2014. Well, that was unusual. Julius Anderson is coming back, and now Vedrina is coming out to the pits. Vedrina has a pretty good chance once he's put on the right strategy and once his pit stop is being fast. Yes. Let's see how fast the team gonna be for him. I think it's fast enough. 6.4 average. It's on a two-stop. Paraki gets held up. But Horst will have... no, that's Vedrina, sorry. Vedrina might have a pretty good chance if he's not getting stuck behind traffic. And, well, he will. He will stuck behind the car. Let's see if he will have the chance. I mean, obviously he will have the chance to overtake them. We are coming to the halfway point of the race slowly. And now the race leader is in. He have to react to the others because on fresher tires they're gonna be so much faster. So now he have to come in no matter what. So Ibobo needs a really fast pit stop. His car is down 7.2. That's pretty slow actually. But Ibobo is still having the lead so far. I mean, he's third, but the provisional lead is still his. Because Boyman and the Barros have to pit. The Barros is second. I think that's the Barros' best position so far. Fakazin? Next to Thompson. Oh yes, Thompson is... Thompson, what are you doing, mate? I thought... I got a heart attack. I thought he gonna go into Fakazin, but no. So, Sam Thompson is basically... Paraki! Beautiful! Two guys at the same time. That was a real Tomaselli move from Paraki. Because Tomaselli overtook, well, basically three guys here, not only two. But Sam Thompson came here to basically make his appearance instead of Thomas Bennett, because it's Thomas Bennett's car, but it's used by Sam Thompson now. Sam Thompson actually have a race. Maybe he's having a race win from the top tier even. Okay, Boyman is in. Ibubo will take the lead again. And also the Barros. Boyman is having a good race. But it's not the fastest pit stop, but it's good for one. But the Barros' pit stop is good. And the Barros gained a second. Wait a second, I think they are in a pretty good position. Holst, easily next to Thompson. But because of his overtake, Boyman will come out in front of them. And here comes the Barros, and there is Roke. There is Roke. From the outside, it probably won't work because Barros gonna catch up. And yes, Barros' speed is good. Also, Zontag is on a pretty short stint as well. Zontag gonna be pretty fast. Julius Anderson fastest lap 110. It's a pretty good lap from him. That Wolf with a terrible race is in the pits now, and no wonder. It's no matter how quick his pit stop will be, he's being dead last either way, even though he's in a good strategy now. And Duncan caught up to Turvik. Why? Why? They both was in the pits. Duncan caught up to Turvik, and Duncan gonna really easily overtake him. What's going on with Turvik? William Duncan is on the podium places. What's going on, man? Okay, that was a bit weird, but what happened? No, Duncan just caught up. They were both in the pits, even though Duncan just overtook him with ease. Duncan is on the podium. I'm not even sure Duncan has a podium so far. Let me just check. Well, is William Duncan? No, William Duncan's favorite. Favorite? Yes, basically. His best position is a 5th place only. If Duncan can go on a pretty good pace, he might have a podium. He might score a podium, which is something he really needs in this series. Ibobo is leading. And in 2 laps, we're gonna reach the halfway point of the race. Once Ibobo crosses the line, it's only 1 lap. It's gonna be only 1 lap, yes. And Ibobo is a bit slower than Currently. Currently just found 20 hundredths of a second. And now the Italian guy, Luca Farina, in the inside, but no, not yet. Paraki next to Fakruzane. Yeah, many overtakes gonna happen. For example, Dabaro's gonna overtake Sam Thompson because Dabaros have fresher tires. And now Farina might overtake him. Yes, exactly. Farina overtook Tomaselli. And McCarthy comes as well. And not only him, but Fitzwater, Adventure went wide. Adventure just went wide. It was his own fault, his own mistake. And he will restart. But someone is coming pretty fast behind him. So we should just go back. Yes, it's Cupok. Cupok from the outside. Cupok overtook him. Basically he did. It's not the most usual places to overtake before the corner, but yes, because of the mistake it happened. And we are at the halfway point of the race. 27 laps remaining. Basically. Okay, now Vedrina. He will have the pace over him. He will easily have the pace and outbrake him. Turvik is losing positions. Turvik is being slow. Why Turvik is being so slow? I don't understand. He's on the same tactic. It's the same tactic as most of the guys. Roke overtook Thompson. But Thompson gonna come back by Splitstream. No, not yet. He's too far. But he have to go to the pit soon. But his tires are pretty worn. And because of that, Roke is gonna just pull away as the corners are coming. For example, here. He will just drive away. So yes, so far the race is pretty good and pretty exciting. I'm thinking about if Thompson is... I think Hall stopped. Or no? Or no? Oh, that's surprising. Fakhrizin and Paraki going amazing movements. Now Thompson is finally in. I wonder how much position he gonna lose. I don't think he will fall back to the last place. But he's a good piston. Oh, McCarthy with a switchback. Amazing. It's not a switchback base. Yeah, that's quite a switchback. It was. Yes. I think Thompson. No, I think Wolf won't overtake him. Only Wolf. Holston with another really aggressive move. Got into the points. Only the top 8 gets points in this race and in this series. So most of the drivers have to get fast if they want some points. It's not the top tier like where you can get points till the 10th place. Thompson was in the pits now, yes. Zabaros. Inside. Still in the inside. No. Not in that way. But the Baros is having the speed stream again, so he will try again. The speed difference is not that big, but he's in the inside, and because of the fresher tires, he's improving a position. Baros is 9th. One more place and Barros is in the points. Here we can see the leader, Victory Bobo. Let's see the difference between Karanti and him. No, we can't see. We can see Adventure trying from the outside. Then the inside beautiful move, but no, he can't break later than Cupok. I nearly said it's wrong, but no, it's Cupok. It was kind of obvious from the color of the car. 24 laps remaining, I mean 25 laps remaining more correctly. Current is easily coming here, and Duncan from this is my surprise, man. But Regina seems even faster than Duncan. Yes. Dervik is being slow. I don't know why. Oh, a three-way battle. Okay. That's Adventure, that's Tomaselli, and that's Cupok. Cupok in the inside can't do anything, even though he's holding the car there. It's not yet. But it was an interesting battle, and Julius Anderson is coming to the pits again. Oh, it's an electronical failure! This is why I was surprised. And right after he went to the finish line, not yet, he got here the electrical problem. I was surprised because I didn't understand why he's coming in. And usually when the drivers have these kind of mechanical failures, they can go only slow on the track, so their pace gonna reduce. A contact to Cupok, and there is another contact between Cupok and Adventure, and Zontag is crashing into Cupok, which means Zontag is out of the race, but fortunately Cupok not, he can continue. Julius Luck is back. Oh, yes. Julius Luck is back, while Zontag is getting out of the race. That's a bit ironic, you know, Felix. I could say Luke was talking. Well, yes, basically, Cupok is crashing into the back of Tomaselli. Adventure is hitting him, but the pace difference wasn't that big. And then Zontag is going against him. Seriously, Cupok might be glad that only the front of his car is damaged. But Julius is being 20th now, not last, but yeah. Julius got lapped again. I mean, not again, but as well. Another three-way battle. It might end the same way, but hopefully it won't. Paraki, Fakruzin and Horst. Paraki getting an overtake. Nearly Horst does as well. Horst gonna have the split stream here. Horst? Horst? Inside! Horst in the inside next to Fakruzin in a pretty sharp angle once again, and Horst make it! And now the Barros. Now the Barros is having the chance to split stream. Oh, no, not yet. He didn't have the pace, and there comes Kripov with the damaged car. Slowly, wait a second. I'm back here, something is wrong with my program. Oh, it's my god, it's 3 wide! I want to say something wrong is with my throat, because it hurts. But it became 3 wide immediately. Not only Barros, but Fakruzin thought it's gonna be an overtake, and there was a 3 wide. Not exactly next to each other, but nearly. But the Barros is having a good chance now. He will have the speed difference on Fakruzin. And Fakruzin holding Rani outside, so no, not yet. There comes Barros, and there comes someone else, that's Boyman. But Boyman can't do anything because the Barros is in the split stream. Boyman is in the inside again, and it's a 2-guy overtake by Boyman as well, nearly hitting the Red Bull car in front. But he fortunately did not. Boyman next to Fakruzin, next to the Barros, nearly hitting Cupok. Wait, Cupok Cupok is a lockdown. Oh, this is why I don't understand why he interfered. And oh, Boyman nearly can stop. He could stop though. It was a brilliant overtake from Boyman. Tomaselli for a scheduled pit stop in, and this should be Tomaselli's last pit stop. Yes, it is, and this should be a fast pit stop. It is 6.1, not the fastest, but yeah. Vedrina is lapping Julius. And Tomaselli is getting lapped as well. He's coming out behind Cupok, but in a lap down. And oh, Julius Anderson is attacking back. Oh, Anderson, what are you doing? You're a lap down. Overtaking back Host. I mean, that's not Host, but Vedrina. I don't know why. Because Vedrina gonna be slower in that way that he's slowing him down. Well, maybe he felt he could be faster than Vedrina and took back his lap, but it's not the correct way to do. I think Julius is having the fresher tires because he just pitted. Yes, he's having the fresher tires, so this is why. It makes sense. Like the other cars are coming in the background and Cupok is still being in front of them. And the other Mercedes EMG, who is the other Mercedes EMG? I don't know. But Ibobo's teammate is pitting this lap. Yes, oh. And many drivers are pitting at the same time because the Barros is pitting as well. Oops, the Barros. Oh. Not only the Barros, Fakhrizadeh as well. And the Barros is overtaking Fakhrizadeh at the pit entry. This could mean a lot though, here. Whoa, that was tight. The Barros decided to go into the pits, but he wanted as well and nearly contact between them. Then the Barros is pushing the throttle more and gets in front of him. That was beautiful. And Paraki was in the pits, yes. Let's see who's gonna catch first. Okay, the Barros or Fakhrizadeh. The Barros or Fakhrizadeh. Fakhrizadeh going down. The Barros is coming out. Fakhrizadeh is coming out. The Barros team was faster. Paraki is coming out in front. Yes, the Barros is getting out first. It was awesome, that kind of overtake to the pits. Tomaselli being at the middle of nowhere. Yep, Duncan is here again, and this is the last stop of Duncan. If he's lucky and nobody's holding him up, then he might be there for the podium. He needs a really fast pit stop, and as I can see, the team is going really fast on his car. Yes, it was a 5.5 pit stop, that was pretty quick. And Duncan is coming back, but I think he might stuck behind someone. Yes, he might stuck behind McCarthy. He's coming out, and if he's lucky, nobody will interfere him, and yes, he's lucky. Most of the people are going in for the two-stop. This is Farina, for example. They're coming outside of the points. But these drivers, like, yeah, they're outside of the points either way. Or when they went in, then they had a really big gap towards compared to the others. Let's see. Let's see what will happen now. Oh, yes, Fitzwood are gonna be faster now than Ibobo. So Ibobo might be afraid now because Fitzwater is having fresher tires. And Current is also in the pits. Let's see where Duncan is compared to him. Where is Duncan? There is Duncan in new tires, but I think Current is gonna come back in front of him easily. Yep, Current came out. And currently back at P6. Duncan just got beaten up so much. Well, but Karanti was in front of him either way with a big gap, so it's not a surprise. Nope. Well, he's coming behind Ibobu well. So, like, he's not that slow because of the new tires, but the pace, he doesn't have the pace to catch up Ibobu easily. We will see. We will see how it go. So far, I'm not sure how much chance Ibobu has, but since Karanti pitted, he might be faster than him. Well, no, the car behind him can't catch up to him, and Boyman's in the pits also. Boyman gonna fall back because of that. He's being at a pretty good place, and not only Boyman, but there was someone behind him. That was Roke. Joy Roke is doing a really good comeback race. And yes, another. I love this kind of pit stop battles though. Another yellow flag while Roke is done. Yes, it's 7.0. Adventure! Oh, poor guy. He went completely outside of the track. While Sam Thompson get lapped. Oh, Adventure. This guy. It was no mistake, yes. He was outside of the points, but if he's continuing in that place, then he could have scored lots of points. And the tires are dead, I think, after that spin. I mean, completely dead. Wow, poor dude. Also, Vedrina is in the pits. Let's watch Vedrina. There comes the Croatian. Let's see. Let's see how much chance he has. He's going as fast as he can in the pit lane, but he have to brake for the team. Well, not the fastest pit stop I've ever seen, to be honest. 7.7. Could be better. Duncan gonna overtake him for sure, but we're not gonna have fresher tires. There comes McCarthy. Some of the drivers are pitting this lap. What are these so stops? Like it's a 7.2, it's not the fastest either. And now Ibo will finally is in the pits. Let's see where he can come back. Turvik is there, but Turvik is really slow. Plus you have to pit either way. I think Ibobo is safe. He might come back to the first place. And Karanti is so far. Let's see how fast the pit stop is for Ibobo. 6.2, it's an average stop. Turvik gonna go, but Turvik is not the real one. Karanti. He's so far. No. Ibobo is coming back to a provisional lead. Like Cupid is overtaking him, but Cupid is also left, so yes. He won't be in contention with him. Now Turvik gonna pit as well. Well, I don't know what happened with Turvik though. He lost lots of pace, even though I thought he can go for the race win. I'm not sure he can be in the top 5 anymore. Yep, there comes Ibobo. Just going after the Red Bull car. With his new fresh tires. He will give lots of distance to Karanti behind him. Oh, Julius. For the pretty convenient 16th place. And basically this is Adventure where no surprise after his spin that he had to pit. And this is Turvik. Turvik is coming. It's a fast stop, or It's kind of fast stop, it's 6.2. And Tervik comes out to 5th place, so he gonna be in the top 5 eventually. This is okay. Fitzwater, not the best moves like ever. We have 15 laps remaining. Fitzwater can try again. Oh, in the inside, I nearly contact. Thompson had to correct at the steering, so these two gonna not collide. The race became quieter compared to the other parts. Yeah, most of the guys in the top 5 are on a 2-stop, so a 2-stop was definitely the way to go. Only Horst with the 1-stop being 8. And there is Karanti, the guy in the 2nd place. Nothing really to talk about at the moment, aside Tomaselli made a slight mistake, but it didn't cost him too much. Here's Fitzwater trying again. Inside in this dangerous corner, he's too far. Yes, he's too far for that. Maybe in the start-finish straight. Yes, no, yes, okay, he got it. He got it, but they have the same kind of tire. They stopped at the same time, around the same time, I mean. I just got a funny comment in Discord. Well, yes, in that way it's better. Yeah, I know it's quiet. Like, quiet of quiet. This is why I'm quiet as well, because so far I'm not sure what to talk about. Oh yes, guys. I hope you all stood realistic as for the sign-ups and didn't go too insane, because if you go too insane with the sign-ups like I did last year, you might miss out on a seat. I nearly did last year, but fortunately I did not. You need strategy, you need luck, you need speed, you need good results. Maybe you need another championship title to be able to switch to better teams. It depends on that. This is guarantee. Still, like always. Like who else would be in the car, in that car exactly? Not guarantee. Like, obvious. So yeah guys, don't you wanna tell me what your team choices were in the sign-ups? Like you don't have to, it can be a secret, but at least it could give us a topic to talk about something while the race is going on. Ibobo is still widening the lead in front of Karanti. Now with 2 tenths. He's being fast. So George, the Haas. I mean, you might have a chance because you were in Formula One for quite a while. So I don't know. You might have a chance for the Haas. I don't know. It can be. It can work out for you, George. It, to be honest, depends on your rivalry with the other drivers. So Berman Williams. Well, so far, Will doesn't really have the chance to win the VDC or WDC. Hopefully, he will the chance. Like Villeneuve is the most successful driver in the GP4 OC without a championship title, but so far it doesn't seem like he might be able to win it. We will see. Of course, he might turn the tables against Jay, but I think Mackenzie might be a two-time champion sooner than Will a one-time champion. We will see though. This could change. This could stay. Just based on the previous stuffs. Julius Anderson into the pits. Um, I have a main goal in my career here, but for that goal I need a different team and a different competitive team exactly. But I have no idea if I could go for that. I mean, for that competitive team, different competitive team. At least not yet. I am not sure about when should I or when should I not. It's pretty hard to get into a competitive team in the top tier nowadays. Ever since the sign-up system became stricter than before, it is really a challenge to be able to go anywhere, which is quite competitive. Oh, something interesting. McCarthy. Ay, 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 ay. Not yet. This won't work out yet. You have to be more careful and more patient. Does any of you play with 3R Racing 3 or with Asphalt 9 with these car racing games? Just asking. I know it's a bit off topic, but let's try to get into that, different kind of topics. Cupok from the end of the world is in the pits now. Some of the drivers left their stops pretty late. Yeah. McCarthy might have another chance to overtake Fakrezane. Fakrezane looked quite good at the beginning of the race too. So far, he's outside of the points completely. Cupok only gets 2 laps. But at least Wolf found him. Now McCarthy, great. We don't have too many laps left from the race. As I said, anything can happen without it. And here comes Duncan, who might score his first podium in this season. Duncan doesn't have too much podiums in the DTM OC, so he needs some. I don't know how and when. He will be able to, hopefully. Oh, Cupok, is this Julius? No! Who is in front of Cupok? That's Paraki? That's Paraki! Cupok just wanted to overtake Paraki, what's going on? Why Cupok is attacking any Paraki? Oh, because Cupok has the fresher tires, yes, this is why. Cupok just wants to run his own race and he's rather unlapping himself because he can be faster. These unlapping tryings can be really interesting because on the top tier, Jay McKenzie got hit by a leper, that leper. So Greenwood was behind by a lap, and he basically hit McKenzie out from the first place. I mean, McKenzie could continue with any damage, fortunately, but still he lost the place. So, and this costed him the race win. So Leo, Horst, Horst went for the unlapping, but it was quite soon. Yes, the Barros. Also unlapping Adam Wolf. Okay, now it gets interesting once again. Boyman caught up to Paraki, and Boyman might have the 6th place. Also, the battle for the last point place is getting heated up more and more. We are getting back into the groove. Even the middle of the race was boring. This is definitely not. This is definitely not. This is getting more interesting. Oh, thanks for the answer, though it took quite a while, but okay. Uh, oh, by the way, wait a second. I'm just looking at something. Oh, okay. I'm happy. I mean, there is the concept series, but here is at the moment. Exactly, Yuri. Why are you stealing viewers? But yeah, it's just concept series stuff. Where you can see yourself up in the list if you just applied for a position. I don't know what kind of group I'm in. Like, I didn't really see. Let me check again. I am with one group with Phil Neller. This is gonna be fun. Okay, host for 7th place. I mean, this is Boyman. Sorry. This is Boyman and this is Baraki. Stupid HUD. Trick me. Yes, basically, I am in one group with Franco Lopez with Phil Neller. Roman Quag. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. For sure. There is my old teammate Alex Southgate. There is my old teammate Evan Byrne. There is my friend Soga. There is the Caterham podium stealer Julius Anderson. Okay, this my group is pretty good. I am in group 2. Go group 2. Yes. Joe, wait. Your brother is there in the first group? Hey, Grafia ragazzi, we are in one group. I am in the second group as well. Now Boyman is trying again against Paraki. Oh, okay, Boyman getting 6th place. And host is coming as well. Paraki suddenly lost so many potential, and Bruno de Barros might be the last man who is scoring a point here, because the Barros goes for 1, Barros goes for 2, and Barros with a double overtake, just getting 7th place, and Paraki is nearly falling out from the points, basically. Yes, Paraki, because host tried to go for the point, but no, he had to break, and the Barros went for inside, but Paraki is attacking him back. Paraki doesn't want the 8th place, Paraki wants the 7th, and Paraki gets Barros back. Wow, okay, this starts to get interesting, and Rook also might get the point. Wolf was trying, and even Rook can get this last point, which the Barros claims at the moment. Come on, guys, show us some heat up racing. And because of the split stream, they will come. And because of the split stream, not only but horse is coming as well. I think the Barros is in a huge trouble now. Yes, Barros can get a little split stream, but that's not enough. Horse next to the Barros, and Horst is taking the point, the last point place. at 8 basically. Wolf is coming. Wolf is not able. Wolf is not able to unlock himself. Who is having the last point places? Ibobo, 2 laps remaining. As for Ibobo, 2 laps remaining, and Horst is getting that 1 point so far. Let's see if Barros can attack back, and as I can see, Barros gonna come back with the split stream and with his pace. I wonder if Rogue behind him can catch up, but so far no. The Barros would need points because he didn't get any points. I mean, he did get points, but not that much. So yes, he needs points, but also Horst needs points as well, and 1 point is really important in the championship. The Barros is in the split stream again behind Horst, and the Barros is coming. Horst is pushing him to the inside line, and the Barros is in the inside and they are nearly colliding. Horst is keeping the place, but now Rook is coming in the split stream, and not only Rook, but Wolf is as well. Wolf tries to unlap himself, and maybe Wolf will be able to, yes. Wolf is overtaking the Barros, nearly overtaking the Barros, but with them, and with that, he is helping Horst to stick with that 1 point. And yes, Wolf is helping Ibobo in a big time now, because even the Barros is locking up. Wolf is having the first place, the 8th place, and there comes the race leader Victor Ibobo, who will most likely win the race. And Ibobo had a beautiful race tonight. And with this win, we're gonna have the 8th race winner in 8 races, because Ibobo didn't win before. And finally, Wolf is getting overtaken by Rogue and also the Barros. Wolf is getting a lap down, so you don't have to worry. But here comes Victor Ibobo entering the last sector and completing the last sector slowly. Here is one corner. Here is the last corner, and under 8 race we have 8 different winners, since Victor Ibobo is winning the Austrian GP here at the Red Bull Ring and giving himself 10 more points in the championship. Well done to him, it was a great race from him. Lorenzo Tomasini comes at 16th, Jorge Caranti with a beautiful racing as well, got at 2nd place, Julius Anderson only 17th, and Dale Venture only 18th. They didn't have the best race at all. And William Duncan with his first podium in this season. Also, veteran Verdina can be proud of himself as well. And Mateusz Tervik can be happy with his 5th place as well, because he didn't have the pace after a while from the race. And David Kupok with a disappointing 19th place as well. Jack Boyman comes at 6th place. Annie Paraki at 7th. And Viggo Horst comes at 8th place. And I'm gonna be right back. Apologize for that. Apologize for that. I'm right back here. I just had to do something. So here you guys can see the. Here we can see the rest of the field. Only Zontag and Thomas Benes retired from this race. And soon enough, we can see the fastest lap. Julius Sanders is having the fastest lap after the pit stop. And here are the other personal best laps from the other drivers. I would like to thank you for watching, guys. It was a really good race, as usual in Austria. I hope you guys enjoyed the race. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. And congrats for Victory Bobo for the race win once again. I was Miklos Gal. Next week we are coming with Nürburgring, where we can see another great racing if we are lucky. But till then, stay tuned and goodbye.